say, what kind of name is Miyares anyway? And I'd say, well, it's a Southern name. Really deep South. But I became a lawyer because of someone who's not here tonight, my Uncle Angel Miyares, who when he was a young man in Cuba was taken away in the middle of the night, suffered the humiliation of a mock execution. He always taught me the reverence of what our country is, that we're rules of law, not men. After law school, I found my way to being a prosecutor. I sat with the victims. I fought in court. It was the most fulfilling job I've ever done in my career. Thank you to Harvey Bryant and Colin Stolley. It was the most fulfilling job of my career until you, Virginia, made me the top law enforcement official in Virginia. What an honor. What an honor it is to be your Attorney General. Now, my most important advisor is here, my wife, Paige. Please give her a round of applause. She's my most important advisor, and she's the CEO I most admire. Please also give a round of applause to the diamonds of my heart, my daughters Gabriella and Sophia. My daughter Elena is at dress rehearsal tonight. She can't be here, but thank you all. These strong women deserve applause because candidly, they've tolerated me, their daddy, and their husband from being gone all the time these last 4 years as I threw myself into the job of being your Attorney General. They knew serving Virginia was a calling and an opportunity. I'm so grateful that my family embraced it. We changed the Attorney General's office completely. And I have to give a quick remark to the remarkable men and women that I got to lead every day in that office. Thank you. It was a true honor to be your Attorney General. You all are an extraordinary group of men and women, and every day we said that we were going to make the safety of Virginians our mission. The Attorney General's office we inherited was weak and a soft office, focused more on politics, but we made it focused on where the victims should always come, first, where crime fighting was our #1 priority and public safety was the objective every day that we worked. I would not have been able to do what we did, like Project Ceasefire, which flooded our highest crime areas with crime-fighting assets and prosecutors, and it worked. I'm so proud of the work we've done, being the #1 state in the drop of addiction deaths of any state in the entire country. Thank you. We stood with law enforcement, and we made it clear. We made it clear so as long as I ran the office of the Attorney General, yes, we would back the blue. Police knew that if they did their jobs, I had their backs. That's the only way to keep our law-abiding families safe in their homes and on their streets. But getting tough is not just about prosecuting and policing. It's also recognizing that the family unit is the key to our safety and security, and realizing the Commonwealth of Virginia has to do the right thing and set the right example. We went after those fentanyl dealers and prosecuted enough fentanyl off the streets of Virginia that would have saved the lives of 7 million Virginians. We launched One Pill Can Kill as well to educate our kids. We went after the big pharmaceutical companies that had pushed OxyContin into so many of our communities and treated Virginia like it was a chemistry experiment. I defended the laws of Virginia in court, and I did not care one iota about partisan politics. But there's another duty I took great pride in, and it's not the job description of the Attorney General as all. It's when I travel around the state to meet our new Americans. One of my earliest memories of my life was my mother coming in our kitchen and asking me to teach her the Pledge of Allegiance. She had to learn it for her naturalization ceremonies. It's one of those moments as a child that you have that reminds you quickly and teaches you, gosh, my family's a little bit different. As I've often said, as the first child of an immigrant to be Attorney General, that if your family came to this remarkable country seeking hope and opportunity, then your family's like my family. It's the honor of my life to be your Attorney General. And my favorite job as Attorney General is where I spent my July 4th at Fort Monroe, welcoming 97 new Americans from 47 countries. To be able to stand in front of that group of new Americans and look them in the eye and say, it is the honor of my life as your 48th Attorney General to welcome you home. It is indeed a reminder that we are the American miracle. This past month, October, was the 60th anniversary of a scared 19-year-old girl getting on an airplane, penniless and homeless, and not knowing where her next meal was going to come from. And that was my mother, Miyares. And it's been a tough, tough year for her medically, but she wasn't going to miss tonight. And I want to thank Mamita for everything she taught me about the American dream. She faced down Castro and so much in life, and she's been an incredible example for me. Now, one of the things I'm most proud of about this campaign is that we won so many votes from the freedom seekers of Virginia. People who hailed from countries all over the globe came up to me on the campaign trail, whether they were from Nicaragua, or from Vietnam, or from China, to tell me how excited they were to support our campaign. And I was honored to have their confidence. And I will work to keep these new Republican voters in my party every day after today. Listen, Virginians, politics is like a pendulum. The public sentiment swings one way and then the next. Tonight, it swung a little bit too far in the wrong direction, in my opinion. And folks, it will swing back. It always does. The Democrats that have won tonight need to remember that as they govern. The people of Virginia do not want an extreme agenda. They do not want a government that divides us. They do not want a partisan radical approach out of the people they are sending to Richmond. They want both parties to work together. I keep a sign in my office in Richmond. I see it every day when I sit at my desk. It's my favorite quote from Thomas Jefferson, and it is this: I have never found a difference of opinion in politics, in philosophy, or religion as cause to withdraw from a friend. It's just the idea that we're so much more than our political divides. We are Americans. And a wise Marine once told me that if you walk at Arlington National Cemetery and you see those crosses and those stars of David's, you do not see an R or a D next to anyone's name. And to never forget that someone that thinks differently than you politically has literally died for this remarkable country. Amen. And so, as the hallmark of our democracy, I wish Jay Jones the best in this new job. I know given the circumstances of the last 6 weeks, many of my supporters will find that difficult. But the reason I wish Jay the best is because we, the people of Virginia, need it. We need an Attorney General who will focus every day on keeping us safe. And it's my sincere hope that Jay does that. As I've said before, the least of these deserve the best from us. Folks, I do not know what my next chapter will be. Governor! But my chapter is not over. And Virginians, Republicans, we are down, but we're not out. I will always fight for what is right and just for Virginia every day between now and the day my successor is sworn in. And I will never stop believing and working for Virginia, because I've always said that Virginians, you deserve a government as good and as decent as you are, that is civil and fair as the people of our Commonwealth. I also have to end with this. I need to thank my political team. Nathaniel Hurt, my campaign manager. The entire Team Miyares political team, Dave Rexroad and Gary Marks, who've been dear friends since college. Brad Todd, who's just been a fantastic advisor through the years. Thank you for believing in me. When a lot of people didn't believe that this race was even feasible to keep close, you all did. And you all were incredible friends through this process. Thank you for believing in me. I'm honored to have you as my teammates. And finally, to Virginia. I believe in Virginia. I believe in you. I've been so honored to serve in this role. I'm so honored by every Virginian that stood with me, that would come up to me whenever I just run to the grocery store and say, I'm proud of you. I'm praying for you. It meant so much to me. I'm so humbled, Virginians, by your persistence, by your decency, by your goodness. It has truly been the honor of my life to be your Attorney General. Thank you. We'll see you in the future. God bless you.
All right, Attorney General Jason Miyares conceding tonight and wishing Jay Jones the best. The AP has called the race for Jay Jones, actually just a short time ago. And Miyares talking about this being the honor of his life to serve as Attorney General, and very proud of some of the accomplishments that he made, particularly Operation Ceasefire in fighting crime and fighting fentanyl.
Fighting the spread of fentanyl, talking about some of the accomplishments his office achieved during his time. And as we've seen with a lot of the other candidates that we've seen speak tonight, also his family a major part of that speech. We've seen that from Spanberger all the way down the line now to Jason Miyares.
Yeah, saying he doesn't know what he's going to do next, but he said, we'll see you in the future. So we'll see what happens.
And with that election, with that concession speech, we now officially have, it ended up being a full Democratic ticket.
At the top of the ticket,
That's
the
right.
three major races, all Democrats, Spanberger, Hashmi, and Jay Jones winning. So obviously a message to Republicans and maybe to the Trump administration as well, because the Democrats tried to make this election a referendum on the Trump administration, and it looks like, as of right now, that worked.
Yeah.
So we'll see whether or not that kind of shapes what the messages will be heading into the midterms next year.
And we thought Attorney General might be closer. You know, we called that gubernatorial race at like 8:02 p.m. Now 10:13 p.m. And finally, we're officially able to tell you that Jay Jones has won the Attorney General office here in Virginia. So